So I am a self-taught pastry chef. I grew up with my grandmother's catering company, and I learned a lot from her. But I actually have a degree in business management, finance, low-key marketing, and I am a creative at heart. So it went from me having a degree in business management and being an accountant for years to me taking my background hobby, my creativity from the background and bringing it to the forefront after years of boredom with math and numbers. So now I'm doing this and I enjoy it much, much more.
So I mean, how did you make that transition? Wasn't that scary to go from something that you were doing as a career to something that you were doing as a hobby?
The transition was forced, actually. So I managed the accounting department for a therapy clinic, and that therapy clinic was shut down at the end of 2016. So I found myself displaced. And while I thought about what I wanted to do next, I was being called to make cakes. So friends of friends were calling and I was doing that. And it went from me having one refrigerator full of cakes that my family could not eat to having 3 in my home. And it went from being a hobby to this full-time thing. I was just making a lot of money that completely replaced the income that was missing from managing that accounting department. So the transition was definitely, forced, and I'm happy for it. I enjoy what I do. I love being here. Even if nobody walks in a day in the week, I still think to myself, I would still do this. I love it. I enjoy it, and I love being in this place and designing things. Even when I'm not working on orders, I'm in here working on something. I'm still learning something because remember, I'm self-taught. I love to learn things, especially when it comes to creativity.
So where did that creativity come from? I mean, is this something that...
So I am a product of the Cleveland School of the Arts. I was double majored for multiple years, both creative writing and art. So it's just in my bones. And my daughter just recently was accepted to the Osceola County School of the Arts, and she obviously got it honest because she helps in the bakery as well. So I do all of the decorating and designing. My daughter, she's 11, she makes all of the fondant from scratch. And my husband, who is retired military, now works in the kitchen as a baker. Don't ask me how I got him to do that, but he does it because he loves me. So it's a family business.
Wow. So most people are accustomed to going to like a big box store, supermarket, something like that to buy cake. How is this coming here? How is this a different experience for people?
How are we different from a big box store? Well, first of all, we use real butter. Secondly, my grandmother would always say her clients come to her because she puts love in everything. She takes forever to do it. But that's because she loved on it a lot, and that's what I learned working for her catering company, and that's what I do here as well. So when you pick up a cake from me, you know that 1, it has real butter in it, real ingredients, and 2, it's got a ton of love in it. That's the difference between me and a big box chain store.
So what's the most exciting project you've worked on?
Let's see, I think the most exciting by far was the 20-tier cake that we did for the city of Kissimmee's 135th birthday in the Lakefront Park. It was madness because first of all, it was 20 tiers that needed to be done. Secondly, it was a replica of the Monument of States. So we had to make sure that all of the colors were there and all of the states and all of the stones, and it was insane. And then we wheeled it over to the park on a service cart because we're on the lakefront. So we just thought to ourselves, first of all, it's really tall. We're not going to fit it in the car. We're going to just wheel it right over there. We walked it over to the park. And we were a little late, so the mayor was calling and the manager of the Kissimmee Main Street was calling. And we were like, oh my God, I'm so stressed out. And there were photographers everywhere, and this was like my first big like public order, and it was kind of crazy. The whole day was crazy. I was like being pulled this way and that way, and there were photographers everywhere in the mirror, and I was just like, it's 20 tiers, I have to move slowly, I'm so sorry. It was crazy, but I would do it all over again. It was fun. It was so much fun. And if you guys have not seen that 20-tier cake, check out my website, click on the gallery, it's in there.
That sounds like it must have been crazy moving. That's so scary.
It was scary. It was so scary.
So now one of the things that so again, this is a small business. Everything is kind of custom built, like you said. You build it yourself with
Yes.
real ingredients. And
Yes.
everything. So what kind of reception have you gotten from the public?
So when I came into the downtown Kissimmee area to open this bakery, I found that the merchants in the area were so welcoming. The reception was amazing. Everybody wanted to know what was going on in the new bakery. Everyone wanted to know, how can I help you with the process of opening up this new business? Because there are things that you could not even imagine would be required for the opening of a new business like this. And everyone was so helpful with it, and everyone was so welcoming, and everyone wanted to see what I was doing, and everyone wanted to come in and try everything. And then once they learned that we were making French macarons, a few times a week, it was over. Everybody's coming in for the macarons. The day that we make them, we post them on our social media accounts, and they're gone in 3 hours. Wow. So if you're looking for the macarons, follow us. If you are not here on time, you'll miss them. I'm sorry.
So tell us again about some of the products that people can come to find.
So if you aren't looking for a specialty cake for a special event, and you just really have a sweet tooth and you want to stop in the bakery and get something to appease that sweet tooth, you most likely will love, we have the vanilla buttercream cupcakes, which is a favorite because the buttercream that we use here, it's my recipe. It's made with a lot of love, also known as butter. And we have the cheesecakes. So we do the cheesecakes with lots of different toppings here. So there's plain, we have caramel apple, blueberry, cherry, we have key lime, and we have a chocolate mousse cake that has quickly become the favorite here. So come visit us if you have a sweet tooth.